Hey girl, so I'm gonna explain like each tarot card so I can explain more and I can tell you how to do readings. So this is easier so I can explain it. First card we have is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is someone who stands on a woman who stands on a throne, and also somebody who, like I said, I told you before, gender does not matter in these cards. I could read for somebody who's a guy, and this could come up and mean that he could be an air sign, or he maybe have air sign placements. Generally, air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. And again, when this is upright, when the Queen of Pentacles is upright, this means someone who stands on a throne, cuts away any bull crap, or basically does not like drama and likes to get to the point and get to the action and honesty. But in reverse, this could mean that Queen of Swords could mean that in reverse, someone who isn't very confident, somebody who is a little bit too rough around the edges, like come off as bitchy in a way, or somebody who comes off as too come off as like really harsh, if that makes sense. Three of Cups talks about friendships or talks about third party as well. This could mean like you could be friendly. This also could be a celebration card, or this could mean like really anything in this. But Three of Cups in reverse could talk about like mishaps, miscommunication, or something along the lines of like friendship being broken, or end of a friendship, or some kind of disaster happening when it comes to this card. Here we go. Eight of Pentacles upright talks about hard work, determination, not giving up. As you see this woman right here, she's like sitting in there looking at her candles. These 8 pentacles up here, as you can see, working very hard. But in reverse, this could mean that plan is not working very well, or they're not working as hard, or can be seen as very lazy, or someone who's very unmotivated. Queen of Pentacles is somebody who could be an earth sign. Again, gender does not matter in tarot. Even if you keep saying it, it does not matter. Okay. Queen of Pentacles is a woman who sits on a throne, who has money, who gets money, all that good stuff. Money always comes to her. She always gets success. You see her little pentacle right here. You see right there. But in reverse, this is someone who's not as nurturing, not as nice, someone who doesn't really believe in herself, somebody who's very unconfident, and somebody who like always has money issues and stuff. Which Pentacles always means money. That I will tell you. Like Cups can be emotions. Swords is very like logic. Wands is just passion, like the drive, the passion kind of thing. Which leads to my other card, Ten of Wands. You see this woman like struggling with her ox or whatever, and she's struggling because she's trying to carry so much burden. She's got a lot on her mind. Upright, this could mean that someone is struggling mentally, financially, whatever. This just means like someone trying to hold it together and trying to but they're really stressed out. But in reverse, this means that somebody is over carrying what they need, or this could be that they're overly burdened to the point where they're about to crash out. In my terms, crashing out could mean being pissed off, all that stuff. But I say crashing out as in burnout, if that makes sense. Ignore that's a freaking game, my baby. Six of Cups talks about people talking about the past, or maybe past friendships, anything in the past, really. This is one of my past cards. You can refer to it what you want, but I call it my past card. But sorry. It could be maybe we're kind of doing a friendship. Well, the reconciling card is really the Four of Wands, which I'll show you in a minute. If I can find the deck. I'll get into later, but this is Six of Cups. Six of Cups with the Four of Wands talks about reconciling with a friend or whatever. Maybe you're thinking of this person, or the person's thinking about you. Six of Cups. But that in reverse, living in the past, being stuck in the past, not wanting to move on or let go. What it is. Six of Cups, you could move on too, but it's like you still have those memories, you still want to do, you know what I mean? The Sun card upright is happiness, joyness, happy. It can be also just being happy, or we talk about seasons maybe for timelines. This is a great card for timelines because it talks about summer or spring. But I say this is summer because summer is very freaking hot in my opinion. So just where I live, happy, joyfulness, whatever. But this in reverse talks about someone being unhappy, depressed, just not that positive, happy, warm feeling or energy. You know what I mean? Seven of Pentacles talks about healing, or maybe you're growing within your business, or maybe you're planting seeds and you see this guy growing that little tree right here. Like, your hard work is being recognized, or your fruits of your labor is being recognized. But in reverse could talk about someone who's unhealed, or someone who doesn't know what they want, or somebody that stomps on their plants or stomps on the growing things and just wants to be an idiot about everything. So Seven of Pentacles in reverse just talks about like loss of things. Knight of Swords and Knight of Swords though. This is one of my quick cards. Like someone comes in like, you see this guy running for the motorcycle. This man's like determined, like running, like that kind of running, determined energy kind of thing. But this in reverse is someone who's being delayed, actions being delayed, or this person wants to be delayed, or maybe this person doesn't want to come in that quickly and tries to think probably more logical. Basically, this card is kind of like, I would say, it's almost like the Knight of Wands, kind of like irresponsible and stuff, but it's a similar card. Four of Cups here. Four of Cups is talking about someone who's being bored, someone who doesn't really like taking a lot of offers, whether it be in love or money or whatever. This is someone who's really bored, like, But this in reverse talks about letting go of expectations, some things kind of like, expectations, or not wanting to wait, or someone who's meditating and stuff, not really being as stubborn, wanting to take some more offers. Four of Pentacles is another stubborn card, because you're kind of like holding on to your goods, you're trying to hold on to yourself, you're just like, I don't want to. But this in reverse means you're letting go of stuff and you're actually letting people in. But it depends on each person by person. We also have the Strength card. Strength card talks about, someone who's very determined, or someone could be a Leo, or someone that has a lot of passion for the job, whether it be money, love, a lot of stuff. But in this reverse, this is someone who's a coward, someone who's lazy, doesn't really like to work, or somebody someone that's like not the best, Three of Wands talks about traveling. This is my travel card. Three of Wands is my traveling card. Seriously, looking to the distance. I will say this kind of tarot is hard to see what the person looks like. It's hard. You need like a special deck, which I found online, which I'm gonna probably get my next paycheck maybe. Yeah. Anyways, so this is my traveling card. You can go traveling, go to like any type of the world, or maybe moving forward from something, or maybe new beginnings, whatever it is. This in reverse talks about being stuck, or being homebound, or someone that doesn't really have to go out much, or things that aren't moving the way it needs to be. That kind of thing. Or a call of action, or a call to move. Eight of Wands talks about good communication, things moving the way it needs to be, or things are going the way it needs to go. But this in reverse talks about miscommunication, delays, things are not in alignment, or this person's not in alignment, for example, if you're reading for somebody. Real quick, before I go on, I recommend these crystals. I got them from Amazon. I think they're my rose quartz. Rose quartz are very good for a deck. You put it on top of the deck. I'll show you after. I like to spray my cards with this, just because I was raised Catholic, but I use this for protection. I use this to cleanse off negative energy. And also I have my Aphrodite oil, which I spray on my little bracelet I have right here. Just go like this. It smells pretty good. It's the Aphrodite's charm oil. Love, beauty, and creativity. She's the best. I love Aphrodite. We love Aphrodite. We love Lady Aphrodite. We love you. I gotta do her candle tonight. Four of Swords talks about someone who needs rest, or someone that needs to pause, or somebody is really tired. Maybe they're sick or something like that. This in reverse is someone who's very restless, someone who's very hesitant, someone that needs to be resting, or somebody that needs to stop overthinking and just go relax kind of thing. Five of Cups is someone who is not looking at the other three cups that are behind them that are not knocked down, but rather they're looking at the two cups that they're missing. This calls for disappointment, being depressed, sad. But this in reverse talks about getting over the grieving and getting over the depression and finding happier times, combined with the sun card, which cuts how about, again, this is in reverse and the sun card's upright. That can mean someone's getting out of their depression or they're getting out of their sad moments. King of Swords is similar to Queen of Swords, but King of Swords is more like a male dominant, kind of like more like somebody that thinks more logical, doesn't really think with their heart, but they're more logical. Air signs, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. And the Queen of Pentacles was like more Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But this is a guy, this is like one of those kings that's like someone who's very strong-willed, someone who's very logic, doesn't really care, like cares, but more like logical about it, you know, maybe very good in finance, marketing, whatever that might be. But this in reverse, this is somebody a guy who comes out very harsh, very heartless, doesn't really understand emotions, and likes to push people away when the going goes tough. Knight of Pentacles is some slow-moving energy in the card deck. When I talk about movement, because Eight of Wands is very quick, so is Knight of Swords, but this Pentacles tend to be very slow when it comes to energies, while Wands is the quickest, Pentacles are the slowest. And if you do timelines too. Oh, sorry. Knight of Pentacles is like slow movement, like, you know, maybe with money or whatever it is. Just slow movement in general, or someone's taking their sweet time, or progress is on the way, but it's taking a long time. This in reverse means there's no progress, there's no nothing, it's just stopped. It's just like the horse stops, the person stops, it's like stop. Like there's no nothing there. The Wheel of Fortune talks about good luck, good fortune, good things. But in reverse, it means bad luck, unexpected turn. Like this is unexpected turn of the wheel, which is good luck. But in reverse is bad luck. Self-explanatory. High Priestess could mean that someone is very spiritual, or when you get this deck, you might get this card. You might be like, oh, like you ask the customer, like, oh, you already know this. You already know this is gonna happen. Don't worry about it. It's going in your favor. For example, but in reverse, this talks about someone who's not using their intuition, or they're ignoring their gut feeling, which is not a good idea, by the way. If you ignore your intuition, it comes back and bites you in the ass. I will tell you that. Eight of Cups talks about walking away from somebody. Could mean like from a situation or something, whatever. Just walks away, wants to go to a new path. But this in reverse talks about, like, you know, being stuck in the past and also being stuck and not wanting to move forward. Or maybe, like, this is someone who wants to come back. But usually Eight of Cups in reverse is not really a good card either way, because it's kind of like you're stuck and you need to – it's like trying to be in a toxic relationship, but you don't want to leave, but you need to leave. That's what I mean. Ace of Wands talks about someone who has a lot of passion, whether it be sexual or romantically. Do what you want. Ace of Wands just talks about a lot of passion, because fire is a lot of passion, all that stuff. But in reverse is someone who has no passion, someone who has no motivation, somebody that's like kind of like just likes to sit on their fat ass kind of thing. The Chariot right here talks about energy, or like, again, movement. That's what the whole thing is about. Movement. That's one of the major arcanas. So, you know, the Chariot could going to success, whether it be jobs, money, all that good stuff. But this in reverse talks about no progress, not success, not seeing the bigger picture, or someone being blinded and saying, oh, it's never going to happen. Well, it's not going to happen if this is in reverse. If this is upright, then it will happen. You just got to have patience. Page of Cups, generally we say Page of Cups is someone who's a little bit more immature, like younger, who doesn't know what they want, or somebody doesn't know how to communicate, but they still want to offer some kind of communication. It could be either way. This in reverse talks about somebody who doesn't want to offer a cup of communication, or when they do, it's chaotic, it's I don't want to deal with it. The Magician talks about manifestation coming true, since you do candle work with Aphrodite or anything like that. But in reverse, talks about your manifestation not working. You're not trusting your intuition. You're not doing beliefs. You're just, like you lost faith within yourself. Two of Pentacles talks about like juggling between two things, whether it be like job, whatever, money, life, or juggling with things in general, not really making a decision. This in reverse means that you're running out of options, or you're still very much indecisive, or this could mean that you lost balance and now you burned out. The Hermit talks about looking for something, looking for solitude, or looking for something. You're kind of like looking, or just being within yourself. This in reverse talks about isolation, solitude, just being in your house all day and just being cooped up. Six of Swords talks about moving past very rigid waters, or like moving past some things that no longer serve you, whether it might be that. This in reverse is called being stuck in your ways, being stuck in those wavy waters, or just ignoring the issues altogether. Five of Wands talks about conflict. That's just conflict like crazy. Like you get in conflict with somebody, you get into a fight with somebody, or there's just a conflict with an interest, or maybe you got into an argument with somebody. But in reverse talks about like recovery from it, or just making more peaceful resolution, whether you have an argument with somebody or not, or there's like a resolution, like a more peaceful approach that's going to be happening soon, or this person or for example, somebody might come back for a peaceful approaching, peaceful resolution. King of Wands is somebody who's very passionate, a guy who has a lot of passion, whether it be a player, or he could be someone who is a fire sign, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. This is a guy who like knows what they want and goes right after it, like a lion to their prey. In reverse, this is someone who's not confident. This is somebody who does not trust within themselves and is very insecure, very doubtful, very ugh. We don't want that. The Death card does not mean actual death. It means a rebirth. See this card that says rebirth right here. A rebirth, like maybe an ending, kind of like ending old cycles, starting new life, starting new things. But this in reverse, it means resistant to change. So reverse, it means someone's resistant to change, or somebody that does not want to change, or somebody doesn't maybe stuck in their own ways. The Tower card in reverse, Tower card talks about big changes, whether it be unexpected. No matter what, the Tower card always talks about something being unexpected. Like, for example, you could lose your job tomorrow unexpectedly. You didn't even prepare for that. Or you get a job opportunity that you didn't even know, like maybe in healthcare, and you're like, oh, I didn't know about that. Healthcare is mine, by the way. Anyways, the Tower in reverse talks about like you're not confronting the changes, and again it's almost like the Death card in reverse. You're not really confronting the energy. You're not really you're just letting it happen. You're not really willing to change. You're just also averting you're like looking away from the destruction. You're looking away from like with the foundation that was before. Now it's being rebuilt. You're probably like, I don't want to see it, but in reality, you need to see it. Judgment means like somebody has judgment, or somebody, you might be judged, or maybe this could maybe something with legal or court. Maybe this is my court card. Or this is something when somebody needs justice, or somebody's getting their karma for what they did to the user or reader. Just really. This in reverse means there's no justice, unfair. It means like, judgment. That's just judgment. Kind of means like there's unfair judgment, unfair ruling, unfair everything. Ten of Swords is someone who feels defeated, feels betrayed, someone who feels backstabbed, all that stuff. This in reverse means somebody who is recovering from those wounds and trying to heal and trying to move on from said issue and trying to become a better person. Page of Wands is kind of like a quirky, kind of like energy, meaning like somebody who's more free-spirited, someone who doesn't really want to go into any kind of romantic relationships, kind of like more like a fleeing relationship, kind of like, they can come and go as they please and stuff. We don't like that. This in reverse kind of means Someone who's boring, someone who's very boring, doesn't really have a lot of energy, doesn't really want to do much, kind of somebody doesn't really want to go out there and have fun and be a hermit. Let's see. I'm gonna explain all these cards. The moon is right here. Moon talks about, like, things being on the unknown. Someone could lie to you, or this could mean that things are not really being shown to you right now. This or truths might be revealed to you. But this in reverse could talk about, having fears and anxieties of the unknown, not knowing what to do next, being hopeless. Eight of Swords right here talks about being stuck in a bind, or being stuck in, being in your head overthinking again and again, or talking about, somebody who they have a hold of, but in reality they don't have a hold on anybody. It's just like a metaphoric thing. But this is in reverse. But this in reverse talks about someone who's breaking through from those shackles and chains and trying to be a free bird. You get it? Here's my Four Wands. Four Wands could mean reconciling or my marriage card. It goes either way. This in reverse could talk about someone who has failed, especially maybe in college. Like, they're maybe going to go back home and having to go to college, like, near their area versus far away. Or someone that just kind of means, like, failure of like relationships or marriage, all that stuff. Seven of Swords is someone who's a liar, someone who's sneaky, a liar, decisive, and stuff. But this in reverse means that someone is turning over a new leaf, not willing to lie, is always willing to tell the truth. Sorry I'm going a little fast. I'm trying to make sure I get everything. There's a lot of cards. Page of Pentacles talks about opportunities, money, whatever it is, you have it. Page of Pentacles means money or any opportunities. This in reverse means missed opportunities or opportunities that just went on by because somebody must have been, like, lying to them, or they believe false beliefs. Two of Swords talks about someone who's in a crossroad, whether it be decisions or just in general. This in reverse talks about clarity and knowing what they want. King of Pentacles is someone who's a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. A guy like the Queen of Pentacles, someone who sits on the throne, likes money, could be a guy, a hardworking guy, or someone who's very hardworking, who always gets money and get what they want. This in reverse is a man who's very poor, doesn't know what they want, and someone who's very lazy and very unmotivated. Queen of Cups is someone who's very emotional, in touch with their emotions, and likes material stuff. I'm a Pisces, so if you fucking tell me anything bad. Someone who's very intuitive as well, like Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, which yours truly is Pisces, so. Anyways. So he's very intuitive, very nice. But in reverse is someone who's very bitchy, someone who's very nasty, someone who doesn't, not really in tune with their emotions. They're just, like, emotionless, or doesn't know how to express it. Three of Pentacles talks about people working together or working on a project or whatever it is with work or money. This in reverse means there's no harmony in the partnership or friendship or anything like that. And it kind of looks like it's all over the place. Five of Swords is talking about conflicts too. It's kind of like, when you put down your swords or you're trying to, like, defend yourself, but it's not really going anywhere, and it's kind of like giving you a headache. And the reverse talks about resolution, peaceful resolution, and also somebody who, what's that word? Somebody who doesn't really want to fight anymore. They just want a peace in their life. Ten of Cups talks about happiness, happily ever after, friendship, romance, marriage, having children, all that stuff. But this in reverse talks about disharmony, not being happy, arguments, disagreements. This is Aphrodite's card because Aphrodite always comes up as the Empress. So this is a nurturing, loving mother, similar to the Emperor, but this is the Empress. Someone who's very loving, very motherly, very loving. This in reverse is a woman who's not very confident, someone who's not considered a good mama, or someone who's not really the best person when it comes to emotions or whatever your vice. Star card talks about wishes or healing and this stuff. But this in reverse talks about being hopeless, Knight of Wands is a very quick, fiery, like impulsive energy. There's like bam, bam, bam. I want. When it comes to sex, really too, or anything else. This in reverse, again, delays, things that are not going in their way, or things are kind of slowing down or not moving the way it needs to be. Knight of Wands is someone who's very guarded, someone who doesn't really like to let anyone in and been hurt in the past, so they're not really letting their walls down for anyone. But this in reverses mean that they're letting their walls down, or they're kind of like letting people in and letting people like, help them, whatever. But if this is upright, they ain't let no one in. King of Cups, the same thing as Queen of Cups, but this is a guy. Again, this is somebody who is in touch with emotions, who is very loving, nurturing, mature, amazing, all that stuff. But this in reverse is a guy who's not really touching their emotions, could be a little bit too touchy, a little bit too sexual, if not careful. But this is somebody who's not really touching their emotions, somebody who's very like, The Fool talks about taking a leap of faith, having new beginnings, whether it be in money, whatever, relationship, whatever, new beginnings. This in reverse talks about someone who's being misinformed of their directions in life and being misguided into things that do not serve them and do not work for them. Page 10 of Pentacles talks about long-term success, money, family inheritance, or long-term commitment, or whatever. But this in reverse means loss of money, loss of commitment, everything basically bad. Three of Swords is heartbreak, heartache, breakup, end of relationship. This in reverse talks about ending of heartache and really healing and being able to go back out there and love someone. Justice is another thing for fairness, for legal issues, or if you're trying to get justice for someone or something. This is upright. That means they're to get their justice, or the court might go in your favor. It depends on the other cards. This in reverse means that unfairness, unruly, karmatic, like anything that's like doesn't go in your favor of a court or life in general. Ace of Cups is new ideas, new family, new anything. Also fertility, if you want to look for pregnancy questions or whatever. Or for pregnancy, fertility, being pregnant. This in reverse means loss of pregnancy or loss of opportunity or bad love idea or bad love match. The Lovers is right here. It talks about harmonious relationships or choices in love, or could mean that harmony, love could be in someone's life. But in reverse, this just means no harmony, no love, no anything good, and love is kind of like, love's like, bleh. The Devil is someone who is very toxic, and also very controlling, very disgusting. He likes to control everything, acts like he is big and bad, but in reality he is not. This in reverse is someone who, he meets someone who's this, and then like that person could pull the devil out of you and make you into a better person, to see you see things to a better, different perspective than what you might have had in the past. The Hangman is someone who's kind of like stuck in the middle and just kind of like is in limbo, or kind of like being patient when it comes to like relationships or things that they want. This in reverse is hesitancy or being impatient and not really wanting to wait or anything. Six of Wands is someone who likes to celebrate or celebration or new homecoming ideas, new everything. This in reverse means no happiness, no celebration. Everything's kind of falling apart, and not everything is where it seems. Two of Cups is my favorite card. That's a soulmate card. That's my marriage soulmate card. But in reverse, this means there's no harmony, and you're not going to marry that person, or that person's not good for you, or is not your soulmate. Knight of Cups is someone who comes to the love offer with that knight shining armor kind of thing. They give you a love offer, but in reverse, this is somebody who's going to come in and try to bother you or just waste your time. Knight of Swords is someone who overthinks a lot, somebody that likes to let the depression get to them, or they're up all night thinking about the same thing over and over again. This is recovery. If you're doing reverse, kind of getting over overthinking, all that stuff. Queen of Wands is someone who's very passionate, very, very loving, very fun, likes to go out and party and stuff. But in reverse, this is someone who has no confidence, someone that is not very on the ball, or they're not really on their A game as much. So that means they're not the best version of themselves. My Hierophant is my commitment card, or maybe someone was being a higher commitment within themselves, or meditating on stuff. But this in reverse kind of means that somebody is not really thinking ahead, or they're just kind of like going with so that's not really aligned within themselves. Knight of Cups is someone who's very successful, whether it be anything in any aspect, money, whatever. This in reverse means there's no success, no nothing. Six of Pentacles means money, or someone might give you money or might get a raise at a job. This in reverse means loss of job or loss of money and income. Not the best money. Ace of Pentacles is another card for money and opportunity. So this in reverse means missed opportunities, or the deal is not that good. The deal might be the best. The deal might not be best. Two of Wands is something where there's two choices. Someone has to make a decision to either go with this option or that option. But in reverse, it means that they have no options, and they're just kind of like still being indecisive and not really know what to do. Temperance means balance, or a call for balance. When you talk about relationships or anything, this in reverse means the person is unbalanced and they need to balance within themselves before they pursue anything. Ace of Swords talks about someone who's very smart, very quick-witted, and they know how to call out the bullshit and know how to be smart and stuff. This in reverse is someone who gets easily fooled, and someone that doesn't really know how to think on their feet or be street smart. The Emperor is someone who's older, is maybe an older man, an Aries, any kind of energy. This is somebody who you could work with, or this is someone that, like, is like the authoritative figure, could be a father figure, whatever it is. This in reverse gives you little boy vibes, like they're very irrational, they don't like to talk to women, or they don't really like to take directions from anybody, and just kind of do their own thing. Five of Pentacles is loss of money, loss of job, or having hard times, like we are right now. This in reverse talks about money recovery and also getting back on the horse, on that saddle. Seven of Wands is someone who's very defensive, someone that doesn't really like to change, and somebody that likes to go in their ways and be stuck in it. This in reverse means someone is very defeated and they feel like they're being taken advantage of, or they feel like they cannot really do much because now that they're defeated, now their castle has been conquered. Yeah. That's my explanation of Tarot Girl. So that's my thing about every tarot card. But how do I shuffle cards? Is, like I said, I spray this. I put that. I already did before. You have to shuffle like this. You have to cut So I do this. I put in the middle. I do this. And I go. It's kind of hard. So you need to do like a soft surface, because if it's hard, it's going to be hard to shuffle. How do I do this? I take the back. I go like this. And I go. See? Take this, but do it slow at first. You do it slow. Yeah, and the card will fall like this, yeah. If you get like multiple cards, it's just card vomit, and you just put it back into the cards until you get one card at a time. But yeah, girl, hope it helped, girly.